Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, July 4th, 2021. In other words, we have completed the first half of the year 2021, and I'm not quite sure how this happened because, the year thus far was not that exciting. I mean, of course, we are dealing with the COVID-19 situation, so things are still not normal, but there are also no events that stand out. There are no particular events that are super exciting, so it feels more like, okay, it was winter, then all of a sudden it was hot, and now we have completed half of the year. And I mean, this somewhat is true, at least for me, because I still remember this glorious phase, this super amazing week where we had temperatures below freezing for an entire week, where we had temperatures even below -10 centigrade. And this was amazing. This was a perfect week of the year for me because it was sunny, it was cold, we had snow. We had snow in the region where I live in. And normally this region is way too warm for snow. So this was marvelous. This was just great. I was super amazed. And so this particular week is still in my memory. And then it was Easter, and Easter passed quickly, and now it's the beginning of the second half of the year 2021. So how has this happened? But that's what we have to deal with, I guess. Today I like to build the floor for the Hall of Sports, because I still have no good idea how I can prevent the personal records, if I like to have some kind of upper floor, or if I will just leave it as it is and put the plaques with the personal records just somewhere inside of the building to display. So I just like to see one thing before I head over. I head over to the construction site. I like to see if there's a difference between the various types of sandstone when placed as a floor. No, there is no difference. There's no difference at all. So I can go for the cut sandstone, but I can also use the normal sandstone. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I will add some decorations to the floor later on, like, I don't know, using some different colors to make some kind of pattern in the floor. But for now I just like to start doing this so that we get that we change a little bit the appearance of the Hall of Sports, and maybe this spawns some new ideas what I can do, how I can present the personal records and what else I can do. So yeah, I think this is my approach and my task for today. But first let's harvest a little bit our crops here. Oh, this one was not ready yet, I guess. But anyways, let's harvest all the crops. 32 potatoes, nice. This is amazing. And plant them again. Oh wait, what have I just... Oh, I think I just planted the carrots. Oops. I don't want to have the carrots here. I want to have my potatoes. Alright. This is what I would like to plant here. Okay, nice. And let's do this. Let's do this. The Tour de France has started last weekend, and so once again I'm hyped. Once again I'm very excited. I enjoy watching Tour de France. I mean, I'm also a road bike athlete, so no wonder that I enjoy watching Tour de France. I mean, the well, the biggest, the greatest, the most important cycling event of the year. And so I enjoy this. Also, they have so many exciting stages. They do have mountain stages, they do have time trials, and the entire tour extends over 3 weeks. So of course there are some rest days, but just a very few rest days. The athletes are thus required to cycle for basically 3 weeks straight, and this in itself already is a great achievement. Every athlete that finishes the Tour de France, even if it's the last place or so, this is a huge accomplishment, going through all the stages, going through all those mountain stages, going through the time trials, going through everything. And this is just amazing. This is just great, especially with the mountain stages. I mean, ooh dear, this is bad when we do have a creeper in. Yeah, pause, easy. Okay. Yes, I know. Ooh. Let's deal with this creeper guy before I. Why are there so many evil guys? Alright. This is unusual. It's very unusual, especially since I placed so many torches down here. Okay, now we had safe passage. Yeah, it's just amazing when the mountain stages. I mean, they are perfect for those who want to win the Tour de France. I mean, they have to be specialists in all areas, so time trial specialists as well as mountain specialists, and they just fly up the mountains. This is so impressive seeing them climbing up there, especially yesterday. The first stage in the Alps took place, and Pogačar, the winner of last year's Tour de France, toward the end of the stage for the last 2 mountains, I guess, started his attack, and there was an escape group. He managed to close the gap to the escape group to, I think when I really replace everything here with sandstone, well, let's just first see if sandstone looks good or bad. But I think sandstone could look good. I mean, it could look more fitting than if I use any other material. And if I do so, then I think I need to return to the desert soon. Well, let's maybe do the first quarter or so, just that we get an idea if this is going the right way or not. And yeah, there was an escape group, and they had 4 minutes of a gap to Pogačar, and over the course of 2 climbs, he just closed this gap, and yeah, got second on the last summit, which was just an incredible ride. It was so impressive seeing this, and also seeing the difference in the speed. I mean, the others are not slow. I mean, they are top of the world athletes, and it felt like, okay, they are really struggling cycling uphill, or it's really hard for them, and Pogačar just flew by. So this was amazing. This was great to see. So yeah, I'm excited for today's stage, as today is another mountain stage. So this can be exciting, and yeah, I mean, it can be exciting to see if he can even increase the gap to the other athletes, and maybe even, yeah, or if he will just stay with the group. We'll see. I mean, if he just sticks with the group, he will still defend the yellow jersey. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the stage, and yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying that Tour de France is taking place again, and I think with the maybe a different material, or maybe it will look better when I use a different when I add a pattern to it. But as a starting point, I think using sandstone is so much better already. So this is good. Oh yes, and I need to add those colorful glass blocks up there. I need to craft them first, but then I need to add them there and come up with a what's the solution? Do I just like to present the records down here? I mean, up there would be cool, but I tried it last time to have a floor up there. It felt really cramped in there, and it wasn't looking good from in here. On the other hand, this is, I mean, I could add some stairs here to make it a little bit more smooth. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to add stairs in there, I guess. This would be the first thing to do. Oh dear. Hi. Ooh, what? New recipe unlocked. What is this, a candle? We need to check this in the morning. Right now there are too many bad guys around. So yeah, Tour de France is amazing. I'm really enjoying this. This is really one of the most exciting sports event of the year. Of course, Olympics are coming up, but I'm not so sure if I can really enjoy those Olympics this year because they're taking place in Japan, and this is basically on the opposite side of the world for me. So I think time-wise it will not work out with candle, honeycomb, string, then I get a candle. This is exciting. Okay, so maybe I do have to invest in some bees at some point to get a honeycomb. Okay, so since they're here, there are no bees around because this part of the world is old. This is really the old world. I think I need to go when I go on the next expedition to get some more sandstone or sand. I need to keep an eye out for bees. Ooh, creeper or beehive. Man, those I definitely have to cut down the tall grass because this is so many times that such a guy surprised me. It's like in Jurassic Park part 2, 3? I think it's part 2. Don't get into the tall grass where you see from this bird's perspective how they walk through the tall grass, and then from all angles the raptors approach. The same principle here with those creepers. What are my beetroots doing? Are they growing? Can I expand my beetroot farm? No, not yet. Okay, and yeah. So Tour de France, amazing. that's what I wanted to say, and that I'm hyped and I really enjoyed this. Last Friday, my boss shocked me a bit with the thing that I knew it would happen at some point, but I feel it happened too soon because here in Germany apparently there apparently was a right for home office over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, but for some reason, despite the fact that I don't think that the pandemic is over, they decided, so policymakers or whoever decided to end this. And so my boss said, okay, it's time to slowly transition back into the office. Those who are vaccinated twice and have completed those 14 days of period after the second vaccination should get back. The others, should get vaccinated first, second time. So I'm lucky that I'm not vaccinated the second time because I don't want to go back to the office. This is a thing I knew it would come, but I don't. I was not looking forward to it. I know of some of my colleagues who are really enjoying being at the office, and I wonder why. I mean, there was no you must be at home. There was just you can be at home. So if they missed the office so much, why weren't they just in the office when they need it, when they don't feel productive or so, whatever. But I personally, my productivity, my efficiency skyrocketed with the start of COVID-19, with the start of home office. And yeah, I feel so good working from home that going back to the office feels really like a super bad idea, and I don't want it. I don't want to go back to the office because from time to time I was at the office, and from time, especially last year, I spent a month or so, or a little bit longer than a month, at the office to supervise an experiment and to do paper writing afterwards and so on. But after this period, after the submission of the paper, I was so relieved. Okay, I don't have to be here anymore. Let's go back to home office. That's so much better. And during this time, during this month or so, I don't felt so productive during this time. And yeah, so I don't want to go back. So maybe I hope. I mean, I can clearly show numbers that the number of papers is high since COVID-19 started. I have published. So maybe this is a reason where I can convince my boss to say, hey, can I have at least 3 days a week of home office or so? Please. The next thing that I also noticed so much during last year's months of being back at the office is just the food situation. I mean, I think it's not as apparent when you watch the cooking with Abby videos or so. I mean, the last video, as I did the sweet red lentils curry, I said, hey, this huge bowl of red lentils curry will feed me for a few hours, but that's truly the case. So with all the endurance sports I do, I need lots of food, and at the university the problem is there is not lots of food. I mean, there are some grocery store nearby where you can go to the bakery, but living from pastry for an entire day is fun for 1 day or so, but that's not a solution for your life, basically. So this is not good. Then of course there's the Mensa, so where you can get food from the university, but there's the problem that the dishes are so small. So back in the days, as I was just, well, before COVID-19, I had to grab 2 dishes at once every day at the Mensa to have enough food to not be hungry. And the food is not good, especially if you're, I don't want to call myself a vegetarian because I know that I'm not definitely a vegetarian, but let's for the sake of this argument call myself as a vegetarian, especially as a vegetarian. The food is bad. There are not many choices with regard to non-meat based food. So basically the entire day just sucks food-wise. Of course, hey, yes, I know I could prepare food at home and bring my own food to the university, but then we are getting to this efficiency part. I mean, I do have then to prepare food in my spare time, I guess, to bring to the university, because I'm not getting paid for it. Whereas when I'm in home office, I often take my laptop into the kitchen, and while something is cooking, for instance, like with the red lentils curry, I just have to stir it from time to time. So while I wait for the next time to stir it, I just sit in my kitchen and I work. So I just combine both things. And yeah, all this is just going back to the office would be for me not really a great alternative. And the last thing, I mean, okay, I think I have to bring all those arguments to my boss instead to you. But yeah, I hope you get why I'm not that excited about this news. I'm rather shocked about this news. So yeah, we will see. We will see what comes out of this. I hope I can, especially since I'm a postdoc, get some arguments out like, hey, please, let me stick in home office. Thank you. Paper-wise, the one paper I was waiting for the reviews for a really long time finally received some reviews. And I'm super happy that one of the 3 reviewers, I mean, Frontiers needs 3 reviewers, and no, it needs 2 reviews. And one of the, well, they asked some reviewers, but one of them then dropped out and is now inactive. Unfortunately, he submitted his review or her review. But the good thing is, since this reviewer now is inactive, I don't have to reply to all their questions, because some of the questions were good, and I fully agree with the criticism we received from this reviewer. But some of the critiques were not justified. It was more like, okay, you haven't apparently carefully read the paper, and so it would have been a huge mess. It would have been a thing of, okay, let's argue with this reviewer over the interactive review forum. So I'm happy that this is not the case, but still, there were I have to do, of course, a revision. I mean, it was so rare and it was so obvious that I was talking about this with the last few papers where we haven't got so many requirements for change or so, that there was not really a big revision phase. But yeah, this time we do have to do a few things. And I mean, this is all fine. This is a scientific process, so this is great. On the other hand, I notice, as you have probably noticed over the course of the last half year or so, I'm quite productive with publishing papers and so on. And I really start to notice how I'm getting tired of this. I mean, this entire process of, okay, submit paper, prepare paper, polish paper, wait for reviews, get reviews, implement reviews, submit again, receive new reviews, or receive an acceptance or whatever. And yeah, I do have the feeling I need a break from it. And I really hope once we get those reviews done, that they will, or this revision done, that they will just say, okay, yeah, we are fine now. Thank you. We accept the paper. And this is done. It was also so hilarious. I finished another paper. I improved another paper. We will submit it tomorrow. So yeah, I think you will also start to lose track of all those papers I'm currently working on. But anyways, we finished this one, and this was before I received the reviews of the paper I was just talking about. And I said to a friend, hey, now I do have apparently the glorious time of nothing to do, because all the current papers are either in review or accepted or anything. And I was really looking forward to it. And just after I said, hey, this will be just a short calm before the storm, like 20 minutes later I received those reviews and I thought, dang it. Okay, yes, I do have to do a paper revision now. So yeah, I really need a break from writing papers, I guess, because this is getting a bit too much. But anyways, it's a great thing because it reflects my success. But on the other hand, it's stressful. Okay, we have reached the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. I will now do my very own Tour de France. Well, not my very own Tour de France, but I will now go on a quick cycling trip. And I hope I see you again in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!